In today's case, there wasn't a single drop of blood or a scream at the scene. The only witnesses and evidence were the silently flashing TV screen and the hundreds of delivery boxes that were slowly suffocating the victim. Is it possible that your parents are trapped in a prison called health? Today's story is an investigation report on a murder without a killer and a tragedy we all stood by and watched. Please give me your attention for just 10 minutes. This video could be the last golden hour to save your family. The incident occurred at 2 a.m. on a cold January morning, as usual on a weekend night. It was chaotic with drunkards, shouting and fighting. That's when a Priority 3 dispatch order came down from the regional 911 command center.
Resident at Ganari apartment in Yeoksamdong, unreachable for 3 days. Caller is waiting in front of the house, door locked. No signs of activity. Forced entry. Requested due to suspected death. Detective 1, Detective 2, Patrol Unit dispatch immediately.
On the way to the scene, I thought to myself, it's probably just a lonely death of an elderly person or a sudden brain hemorrhage. But that day, my prediction was completely wrong. When we arrived, a woman in her 30s was sitting in front of the unit at the end of the hall, crying. As the firefighter pried open the door with a crowbar, what spilled out from the gap wasn't a body. The scene was literally a grave of objects. There wasn't even space to take off our shoes from the entrance. To the living room and kitchen, boxes stacked as high as a person formed a maze-like path. Flashy phrases like miracle joint cure and 100% dementia prevention were written on the boxes. I carefully navigated through the gaps and entered the center of the living room. The TV was on. It was a home shopping channel. The show host was shouting, "Sold out if not now." Under that blue light, the victim, a 60-something woman named Ms. Kim, lay collapsed. Fortunately, she was still breathing, but there was yellow foam around her mouth and her skin had turned a dark red jaundice color. It was a clear sign of poisoning. Paramedics were deployed immediately, and she was rushed to a nearby university hospital emergency room. Paramedics were deployed immediately, and she was rushed to a nearby university hospital emergency room. The smell at the scene was terrible. Various extracts had burst and were stuck stickily to the floor, and the acrid smell of crushed, unidentified pills pierced my nose. The daughter by her side sobbed.
Detective Paul, Mom always said she was doing fine when we talked. Did she eat those instead of rice? How much money is all of that worth?
Everyone hidden behind this tragedy is a cruel fairy tale we all know. It's the Piper of Hamelin. Remember the story where a man lured away rats that plagued the village with his flute. But when the villagers broke their promise, he played the flute again to lure the children away and disappeared. Today, that flute sound is echoing in our parents' living rooms. The experts appearing on TV in white coats are the modern-day Pied Pipers. The tune they play is fear. They create fear about health and slyly suggest a solution ingredient. Then they say you must take products with that ingredient right away to be healthy, implying that otherwise, something terrible will happen. Mesmerized by this sharp flute sound, our parents, like the children of Hamelin, walked, entranced into a swamp of delivery boxes and into a river of death where their liver cells were melting away. The opinion of the attending physician at the university hospital was truly shocking.
The patient was in a critical condition upon arrival, but the analysis shows fulminant hepatitis. It's acute liver failure caused by external toxic substances, not a virus. Her liver enzymes, AST and ALT, exceeded 3,000 TALT. Considering a normal person is below 40, it means her liver cells are almost completely destroyed and melting down. The causes: polypharmacy, blood circulation meds, joint pills, and herbal extracts mixed in her body, creating a chemical cocktail effect. It completely exceeded the liver's detoxification threshold.
Now here is a key question our investigation team focused on: what kind of magic did those Pied Pipers use to make our frugal parents open their wallets so easily? To confirm this isn't just an individual issue, we consulted behavioral science experts who study consumer decision mechanisms. According to them, there were 3 major fear marketing tactics meticulously designed to precision strike the elderly's psychology. The first is the distortion of the golden hour, which experts call the loss aversion strategy. They scare you by saying, if you miss this ingredient now, your blood vessels might burst tomorrow. Human instinct is more sensitive to loss than gain, especially for the elderly with high anxiety about life. This technique becomes a powerful tool to paralyze rational judgment. The second is the rule of pseudo-authority. Ordinary people lacking medical knowledge easily accept it as fact when someone in a white coat or with a PhD says, "My mother also took this and straightened her knees." Marketing psychologists call this emotional evidence. For lonely seniors, this fake hope becomes a trap of trust, far more powerful than any logical explanation. The third is the pressure of social proof. Subtitles like "Agent Connection Delayed" or "Sold Out Imminent" stimulate the human survival instinct not to be alienated from the group. It triggers a sense of isolation, thinking, am I falling behind by not taking it? Am I the only one sick? Leading to conditioned reflex buying. But the truly scary thing is that they sometimes dismiss urgent body signals as a healing crisis. The doctor emphasized this point. In this case, too, the liver was already screaming before she collapsed. If your parents say these things, it's not a healing process, but the final S. Oh, sorry from their liver begging for life. Take notes now. Clue number 1, my eyes keep getting yellow and dim. This isn't just aging eyes, it's the start of jaundice. Clue number 2, I have indigestion and keep feeling nauseous. It's not a stomach issue, but the swollen liver pressing on digestive organs. Clue number 3, my skin is itchy and has red spots. Toxins aren't leaving the body and are erupting through the skin. If they make you believe this is toxins, leaving, it is the cruelest lie of the Pied Pipers. Clue number 4, my upper right belly feels heavy and stiff. It's a physical signal that the liver is swollen to the max. Clue number 5, urine color has turned dark like cola. This is a desperate signal that liver cells are destroyed and spilling into the blood. If you see even one of these 5 signs, stop all supplements immediately and run to the hospital. If you follow the flute sound, the end is not a paradise in the forest, but a cold emergency room. Fortunately, the elderly woman in this case miraculously regained consciousness after days of intensive care, but her damaged liver function will never return. Now, specialized health and psychology investigator Officer Han will brief you on practical solutions to save your parents from this gaslighting.
Hello, this is Detective Han. Analyzing the scene, this wasn't just purchasing, it was meticulously designed psychological confinement. Here are the practical solutions to rescue your parents. First, immediately seize the murder weapons in the fridge: onion juice, black garlic juice, arrowroot juice in your parents' fridge. To a health investigator, these aren't health foods, but a full-scale assault attacking the liver. Our liver has a fixed processing capacity, and extracts are dozens of times stronger than regular food. Taking multiple kinds at once is like spraying bullets at the liver. From today, control them to take only one type of juice or pill. Second, psychological investigation method: block the culprit TV channel in the bedroom. When show hosts say, taking this is filial piety, more kindly than their own children, it sounds like salvation to parents. Open a children-exclusive health clinic. Say, Mom, they are done once they sell, but if you get sick, I have to take care of you. So get my confirmation before buying, and get a promise for a 3-day cooling-off period. After just 3 days, the hypnosis of the flute sound wears off. Third, create a medication map and recruit allies. This weekend, put all your parents' meds and supplements in a basket and visit their regular doctor, or take a picture and ask an AI. Ask, are there any toxic combinations among these meds and supplements? One word from a doctor is stronger than 100 from a child. Using an expert's voice to decide which pills go to the trash is the most scientific filial piety. This has been your health investigator, Detective Han.
On the day the elderly woman was discharged, we disposed of the 1-ton volume of boxes filling the living room. Looking at the empty living room, she wept, saying, I must have been possessed by a ghost. The daughter now calls every morning to check on her mother. True health comes from family attention, not a shopping cart. Call your parents tonight and ask this: Mom, did you order anything from TV lately? That question is the only key to turn back your parents' steps from following the Pied Piper to the cliff. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment if you've had similar experiences in life. Let's continue investigating more clues for survival with Chung Dum Pol. This was Detective Chung Dum Pol.